Samsung may have killed its boldest phone just 3 months after launch, and when a company does that, it usually means one of two things: the product failed badly, or they already know exactly how to fix it. And right now, the leaks point to the second one, because according to recent reports, Samsung is already working on something new, the Galaxy Z TriFold 2. And this sounds less like a routine sequel, and more like a second attempt built around the biggest lesson from the first version. The original Galaxy Z TriFold was ambitious in the most Samsung way possible. A phone that opened into a full 10-inch display is the kind of device that instantly grabs attention because it feels like future hardware arriving early. On paper, it had all the right ingredients: huge screen, big battery, flagship internals, maximum flex. But once you closed it, the problem became obvious. It was thick, around 12.9 millimeters folded, and that may not sound dramatic until you think about what that means in actual daily use. Because foldables are not judged only by how impressive they look when opened, they are judged by what they feel like the rest of the time, when they are shut, in your hand, in your pocket, and part of your normal routine. That is why Samsung moving on so quickly actually makes sense. The first TriFold felt less like a finished category and more like Samsung shipping the prototype phase. It proved the concept worked, but it also exposed the compromise that mattered most. If the closed device feels too bulky, too heavy, or too awkward, most people will think it is cool and stop right there. And that is why this next rumor matters. Reports now suggest Samsung is developing a Galaxy Z TriFold 2 that could be dramatically thinner and lighter than the original. Some leaks even claim it may end up not far off the Galaxy Z Fold 7 when folded. And that comparison is the whole story here, because the Fold 7 sits around 8.9 millimeters folded. If Samsung gets anywhere close to that with a TriFold design, that is not a minor revision. That is a serious hardware leap. Because making a TriFold thinner is not just about trimming down the frame. You are dealing with a more complicated hinge system, multiple flexible display layers, battery packaging, thermal constraints, structural reinforcement, durability, and overall reliability. On a normal phone, saving a millimeter is already difficult. On a TriFold, it becomes the kind of problem that sounds tiny in a rumor and brutal in engineering. And that is why this feels more meaningful than a normal leak cycle. This is not a new color, not a cosmetic redesign, not filler. This is Samsung potentially trying to fix the one thing that stopped the first version from feeling practical. But that may not be the only experiment happening here. Because the same wave of reporting says Samsung is also developing a slidable OLED phone, not a foldable, a phone that physically expands sideways when you want more display. And that is interesting for a completely different reason. A TriFold pushes for maximum screen size, but it also brings extra layers, extra thickness, and extra compromise. A slidable attacks the same problem from the other direction. Stay compact first, then expand only when you actually need more space. That could make a lot of sense for reading, multitasking, maps, gaming, or video without carrying the full bulk of a more complex foldable all day. The especially smart part of this rumor is the mechanism. Reports suggest Samsung may go with a manual slide instead of a motorized one. And honestly, that sounds like the better decision. Motorized systems look futuristic in demos, but they also add complexity, weight, and one more thing people worry about breaking. A manual system could be simpler, lighter, easier to trust, and a lot more realistic for an early product. And this direction does not come out of nowhere either. Samsung Display has spent years showing concept devices and flexible display ideas that go way beyond the standard phone shape. So even if this exact slidable does not launch soon, the broader direction clearly looks real. Samsung is still experimenting with devices that sit somewhere between phone, foldable, and tablet. Now, to keep all of this grounded, none of these next-gen devices are official yet. The rumored TriFold 2 timeline points more toward mid-2027. The slidable sounds further out, late 2027, maybe even 2028. And we have all seen plenty of concept hardware that looked incredible and went nowhere. So the real question is not whether Samsung can imagine this hardware. It clearly can. The real question is whether Samsung can make these designs thin enough, light enough, durable enough, and practical enough to feel like real products instead of expensive engineering flexes. Because if it can, this becomes a much bigger story than one leaked device. Now we are talking about the next phase of mobile design. Not just better foldables, but different kinds of phones entirely. And that is why these Galaxy Z TriFold 2 leaks matter. If Samsung really did kill the first first version that quickly, this does not look like surrender. It looks more like revision, a reset, a second attempt built around the compromise that mattered most. Because people do not live with concepts. They live with weight, thickness, durability, and whether a device becomes annoying after a week. And if Samsung can keep the wow factor of the first TriFold while removing the bulk, then the second version could go from impressive to genuinely desirable. So now I want your real answer. Would you rather carry a thinner TriFold that opens into a mini tablet, or a compact phone that slides open when you need more screen? Which one feels like the future to you? And which one still feels like a cool idea that belongs in a demo, not your pocket?